Hey, what's up? This is your boy TJ Hempfield. The name of the show is Seasoned and Spicy. I'm with my co host, Miss.
Kimmy Kimmy.
Hey, Kimmy, so good to have you back. I had a friend of mine, Kimmy, who said that, look, if she's not on tonight, I'm not watching.
I am so sorry, guys. Please, I had to take a self-care day, which I appreciate TJ allowing me to. But
Oh,
sometimes it's good to have those self-care days.
well, we missed you. And
I
it's
missed
just
y'all
great to.
too.
What did you do anything special?
No, I needed some rest. I was just a little burnt out.
A little burnt out, all right.
Yeah.
You are a hardworking black woman, and I take my hat off to you and all the things that you are accomplishing. You seem to be doing so many things, and I'm just blessed to have you as my co-host.
I am blessed to be here and have a co-host like you too, TJ.
She called me a co-host. I ain't a host no more. I'm a co-host.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. You know what I love about you, Kimmy, is that you know how to bring it home. You know how to bring it home. You do a fantastic job, please. You do a great job.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, we are just so happy that you could tune in with us tonight here on Season and Spicy on this Juneteenth. Oh my God, what a
happy
special.
Juneteenth.
Yeah,
You
happy.
see my shirt? Do you see my
What
shirt?
does it say? What does it say there?
Juneteenth.
Oh, Juneteenth, I
Oh,
got you.
yes.
With the raised fist.
Yes, with the power fist. We love it.
Right. That is so cool, so cool. All right, Kimmy, can you just give us a little idea? Tell us about Juneteenth.
Of course. All right, y'all. So Juneteenth was a very special day today. It was originally called Emancipation Day, Freedom Day, and Jubilee Day, and this commemorated on June 19th, 1865, the day that African Americans in Galveston, Texas, learned that they were officially free. So we know the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in January 1st. 1863, but it was not until June 19th, 1865, where Major General Gordon Grangler and the Union troops came to Galveston, Texas, and let all the enslaved African Americans know that you are finally free. He signed laws for the next 6 months in Texas.
Yeah.
And then came 1866, where Black Texans began to celebrate these moments at their annual event, Jubilee Day festivities. And it wasn't recognized as a national holiday until June 17th, 2021. So only 4 years ago.
Wow, that's amazing. And you know, the thing is, they had signed the Emancipation Proclamation, but there were many slaves that didn't know that they were actually free.
Absolutely. And they weren't truly enforcing it in a lot of states either.
Yeah,
so it's amazing that we finally got that special day to our ancestors to be free. And I can just imagine what it was like to feel that liberation when you found out, hey, I don't have to do this anymore.
Right. That had to be a wonderful feeling when you finally realize I'm free. I don't have to do this anymore. You're right. You're absolutely right. Wow, what a great story. And we're all very proud of the fact that we have now a national holiday. I just wonder how do you think people feel? Do you think people really are embracing it? I mean, you know, we get a day off, you know, the banks are closed and whatever else, but are people really feeling it?
Oh, I think they are. You know, being very pro-Black, as I say, I see so many of us just embracing and celebrating, and I see it on social media and how people are just so proud of their lineage and their heritage now. It's just such an amazing feeling to embrace those, you know, that love and that energy. And it's liberating for me. I feel good.
Well, it's time for Black people to feel really good about who you are. And, you know, they're trying to erase our history. They're trying to wipe us off the face of the earth if they could, I guess. And it just amazes me. It amazes me that people would actually spend a lot of energy trying to take away Black achievement, you know, through books, through education. This is 2025, and we still are dealing with this kind of mess.
We are still dealing with it, but you know, I love that. You know, sometimes my generation say we are not our ancestors, so we're gonna keep fighting the good fight, you know, and make it be known that we are recognizable, we are amazing, we are incredible human beings, and we deserve to get the same recognition as everybody else.
Wow. Well, you know something I have come to learn. I have learned that is to embrace your generation. I love your generation. There's a lot of things your generation do that I would probably never do. Never even think about doing. But your generation does have some stuff going on that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of positive thinking. I see a lot of young people starting businesses, just doing all kinds of great, wonderful things, and they're very talented. So I have
Oh
to take my hat
yeah,
off to them.
it's so many entrepreneurs out here now. It's actually quite amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? We're grateful for Juneteenth. You know, a lot of people put a lot of work into it
Mhm.
to make it happen, and it
Absolutely.
has happened. A lot of people sacrificed their lives to make this happen.
Absolutely.
So we got to keep moving, folks. We got to keep pushing, and never let go. Don't let go. We got to keep pushing, keep on moving. That's my favorite expression. Keep on moving. You know, well, anyway, I'm glad that you guys could join us on our show tonight, Seasoned and Spicy. And, you know, on our show, we make sense of the news so that you don't have to, you know. And by make sense, I mean, we're just as confused as you are on many issues. We just got a better background. That's all. So
I like the way you put that.
so we just bring you the news. You know, we spice it up a little bit.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Miss
love
Spicy
it.
over here. All right. All right, I got a joke for you. And now it might be corny because you know I'm old school, so it might be kind of corny.
All right,
So
what is it?
see if you can hang with it. Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Mm.
5, 4, 3,
Ah.
2, 1. Bam.
I couldn't think anything good.
They don't trust atoms because atoms make up everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good one. Okay,
Yes,
okay, I'll take
yes,
that. I'll take
yes.
that. That was a good dad joke.
Yeah, a good dad joke.
Yeah.
I think she really means that's a good old joke. I think that's what she's really trying to say. My boy Nick over there, he got a little smile, a little smirky smile on his face. I don't know. He says it's lame. Okay, I got you.
But that's what make it a dad joke. It's funny because it's a little corny.
It's a little corny.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let it go at that. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if you're for me, give me a thumbs up. If you're for me, comment on the section for me, please, and let people know that you're hanging with your boy TJ here on Seasoned and Spicy. Okay, listen, we got a lot of national news that we need to talk about. We're not going to talk all day about it. Okay, I know that sometimes people get bored when you talk too much national stuff. I get it, but one thing I have discovered about your generation, Miss Spicy. One thing I have discovered is that there are too many of you guys that are just not really, you know, up on the news all the time.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that we want to do. We want to make sure that you don't get so caught up in everything you're doing that you miss out on what's actually happening
Mhm.
in Washington, D.C. We are in the midst, and I'm not saying you don't know. Please, I'm not trying to insult anybody. But the thing is that we've got this crazy war going on now between Israel and Iran, and this is big. This is huge.
It is. I just saw a video today. They were doing the newscasting in Iran and they got bombed like on live.
Wow.
It was so scary.
I'm sure. I mean, it's frightening. And the thing that bothers me the most is that, you know, I hate it whenever I think about the children who don't
Mhm.
understand what's going on, who are so frightened. And can you just imagine how children must feel, you know, when they're separated from their parents and things are crumbling around them and they hear these loud explosions? I mean, it's got to be really crazy and just so unhealthy for our children.
Traumatizing.
Yeah, traumatized. That's a great word. You get traumatized by this stuff. You know,
Mhm.
I don't know. This seems like over in the Mideast, it seems like they've been fighting forever. It's always one nation against the other. And boy, I tell you, you know, we've got anti-Semitism going on here in the United States. We know that. We are staunch allies of Israel, but at the same time, we have to recognize, you know, that the people out there, look, it's not the average person out there who is causing all these problems. It's the leaders. The
Mhm.
leaders can't seem to pull it
Absolutely.
together.
Absolutely. And to even hear that we might possibly be trying to join in on this war to
Ugh.
side with Israel is so disappointing. You know, I think that we need to stop sending people that look like us and start sending these leaders to war so they can see what it feels like to be in the heat of the midst of the battle. And,
Yeah.
you know, because I think they just think this is a game.
You know, and it feels like a game
Mhm.
in some ways, you know, and you know, when you think about war and stuff like that, you also have to realize that there are people who are getting rich off this.
Mhm. Absolutely.
There are people who are getting filthy rich off this, and that is something that really bothers me. That folks are getting rich on the back of other people dying.
Mhm. Yeah,
Dying,
absolutely.
you know.
It always comes down to the money, and it's so disappointing.
Yeah. So now what's happening? A lot of the press, and particularly Democrats, are pressing President Trump. Did I actually say President Trump? Most of the time I don't say it, but anyway, hey, that's another story. but they're pressuring him, asking him, "Hey, what are you going to do?" And Trump is like, he may do something and he may not do something. He may do it, he may bomb, or he may not bomb. He actually said that. I mean, when I think about that, when I think about the fact that he said that, it's like, do you really know what you want to do? Do you have a plan, Mr. Trump?
I really think he takes this whole entire thing as a joke. Like he doesn't realize how serious this is. Like he's playing with our lives. He's toying with us right in our faces. And he feels like he's untouchable and there's nothing that anybody can do about it.
Yeah, and he told the Ayatollah, he said, the supreme leader of Iran said to him, say, look, you should surrender. You need to surrender. I mean, he basically is telling him in so many words, if you don't surrender, we're going to take you out. And that's what leads me to think that he may actually begin something and begin some kind of the U.S. incursion that might heighten things.
I definitely think that he is.
Yeah. So again, I have a little clip here. Let's see if I can pull it up, where he talks about the fact that he may or may not do something about it. Let me see if I can pull that clip up here. Hang on just a second here. All right. Let's see if we can push it in here.
This guy to a position. I think the governor of Minnesota is so whacked out. I'm not calling him. Why would I call him? I could call him and say, hi, how you doing? The guy doesn't have a clue. He's a mess.
So unfortunately, we pulled up the wrong video on that, and that's not that video. There was the video of Minnesota Governor Walz. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But again, Trump is just making these crazy statements, and they're just not, they're not adding up. They're making people really feel nervous about what is going on. And again, do we really need to be in another war? Absolutely
not. I mean, we already are losing so many allies from these tariffs that he imposed on people, or tried to impose, should I say. I just don't feel like this is our battle to fight.
Yeah, I get you. Well, there's a lot more news about Trump, and I'm sure you're hearing it every day on national networks, whether it's CNN or MSNBC, or Newsweek or whatever your favorite TV show is. I'm sure that you're probably seeing it. Listen, don't forget to comment on our subjects tonight. We'd love to hear from you. Love to know what you think on the various issues of the day. All right. So anyway, did anybody see the Trump parade? Did anybody see that? Did you see it? Did you see the Trump parade?
Of course not.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. See, listen, can I say this? You have a responsibility to see the parades and things like that. I mean, that's a national thing. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I feel like I am tarnishing my brain cells watching the Idiocracy.
But look, can I just tell you this? That Trump parade was laughable.
I'm sure it was.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was just incredibly laughable. Oh my gosh. When I think about the parades that North Korea and other countries, Russia and China and all that pull up, it's amazing to me that they have such a great thing that they do, and what we put on was absolutely horrendous. And so I got a little meme here that I'm hoping I can pull this meme up. We got a little meme here of Kim Jong-un and his favorite playmate Vladimir Putin. Let's see. That
AI is so powerful.
When I saw that, I had to laugh. I'm sorry, I just had to laugh. It was so funny. It was ridiculous, and it's just one of those things. But again, what we put on, we had soldiers that were sort of casually walking. They weren't even in step, and that's what really got me. Because when you see the parade and the marching soldiers of many of these other countries, France and others, I mean, their legs are kicking high and they are in step, rhythmically, they are on point. Man, the soldiers, and I'm not trying to speak against our soldiers in terms of their dedication and all that. They're only doing what they're asked to do or told to do or whatever. But I just thought it was not cool.
that's the first time I've ever seen that. Every time I see anything dealing with our military, they always in step, always in tune. Everybody is March 1, 2. I've never seen that before. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. Trump's deportation thing is really getting out of hand too. His whole idea of trying to get the immigrants, illegal immigrants, out of the country. And in the news today, this was just today, I believe, the ICE agents. They actually tried to get into a Dodgers game. I guess Los Angeles Dodgers baseball game. I guess they heard that there was an illegal immigrant there, maybe on the baseball team or whatever. And you know what happened?
What happened?
Ownership said, "Nope, you ain't coming in here."
Oh, I know that's right. I think I heard that the players might have protested too and told them like, "No, you're not getting up in here."
Yeah.
But we love the unity.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, and the thing is that, look, I don't think any one of us, I don't think that we are saying that illegal immigrants who are criminals and who are causing problems in the United States, I don't think that we are saying that these people should stay here or whatever the case might be. No, I know that what we are saying is that, hey, we need to get rid of them, but you can't, to whole expression, you can't throw the baby out with the water. Okay. You got to go in differently. You got to know who you're actually targeting. And who actually is an illegal immigrant. And you ought to have some paperwork. You ought to have some way of identifying yourself, not just manhandle people. This deportation thing is just getting totally, totally out of hand. Listen, if you got any comments that you'd like to make on that, feel free to call us at 313-859-8858. I'll give you that again, 313-859-8858. If you'd like to comment on that or share your story or whatever. But I tell you, this immigration thing is crazy. Now, here's the thing, Spicy. Trump wants to deport everybody, but he took a lot of heat because there was one group or two groups of people, that owners and people who own farms and stuff like that were complaining, because think about it. Immigrants probably make up a great portion of the employees that work for farms and hotels.
Yes, absolutely.
So he made he made an exception. He made an exception for a farmer. Think about that. Let me see if I get it. He made it for farmers and for maids. That's crazy. It cracks me up. I tell you, Trump is something else.
And I'm going to tell you, it's not for local farmers either.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now.
Right. So, I mean, it's just, it amazes me that we are dealing with a commander-in-chief. We call him a commander-in-chief. And he's all over the place. He doesn't know certain things. He doesn't know the Constitution, and he doesn't know the difference. I don't think he knows the difference between the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Or the Bill of Rights or whatever. So we're in trouble. You know we're in trouble. Okay, but anyway, moving on. Trump. I take my hat off to the farmers and the maids. I'm glad that you are still hanging on to your job and. Just hang in there. Trump will make it better. Hopefully he will. Listen, there's some crazy stuff going on or has happened, I should say, in the state of Minnesota. You've probably heard recently that there's a guy by the name of Vance Boatner, Boater, I guess I should say, came in and murdered two lawmakers.
Wow.
Now, this is serious stuff. I mean, this is like, I don't know. It makes you wonder, what will they do next? Because there's enough crazy people out there. There are enough people who are just totally off balance, who have listened to politicians, listened to the stuff that's going on in Israel, and they're taking action on their own.
Absolutely.
On their own. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of this Vance Boatner. But this guy, when I first saw this picture, I was thinking, oh my God, this guy looks crazy. He just looks like he's off his rocker. So it is certainly disturbing to me to know that people like that can actually be a part of our country. We're talking about deporting immigrants. You need to deport some of these people off their rocker. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I mean, I just think, and maybe this is the conspiracy theorist in me, but it's like, I wonder, because he had this Trump had this so-called assassination attempt. Now you have somebody that really is going out and killing these lawmakers. And then I just think about to the past people like Abraham Lincoln, who was assassinated, and John F. Kennedy was assassinated, and things like that. Like, what was going on around those times when those policies were coming out for these things to happen? Is history repeating itself? Or is this a whole totally different thing? Like, what's really happening here?
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. And we had a picture there for a moment. Let's see if we can put it back up here. There's the guy right there, Vance Boter. And look at the mask that he actually put on to disguise himself. You know, I mean, this guy went to know. Now, thank goodness. But seriously, it's not funny. But
it's not funny.
No,
but
it's not funny.
Those masks always take me out.
Well, yeah, but it ain't
but
funny.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, this is a guy that killed 2 people. And look at the cachet of weapons that was found in his car. The guy had 3 AK-47s and all kinds of stuff, you know, pistols. And I mean, I think the basic laws pertaining to weaponry is just too soft, way too soft. People can get a hold of almost anything they want to get a hold of. And I think that is really disturbing. It's really asinine. And it makes for a very unsafe country, and it makes people very nervous. So, but again, this is just something that I guess it's just another phase that we have to go through in our world today. You know, dealing with people who have access to guns and don't mind doing the things that they're doing. Well, listen, we're gonna stop here and take a little commercial break coming up, and when we come back, we're gonna hear some music by Leah Plummer. She's dropping a new single.
Oh, nice.
New single, yeah. So let's go to break right now. Hey, Luxury Home Furniture checks all the boxes. I know, I've been a satisfied customer for years. Listen, one thing I love about this company, you don't have to worry about walking in here and salespeople pressuring you, following you all over the place. No. They just simply say, come on in, make yourself at home, and let us know when you need us. I love the furniture. It's beautiful. It's soft. It's gorgeous. It's comfortable. Luxury Home. Beautiful place. Love it. All right, we're back. Luxury Homes. Don't forget to check them out. They're over on Coolidge in Oak Park, and you can also find them in Detroit over on West Warren and Greenfield. And also, they're in Madison Heights, and they've got stores in Dearborn Heights and in Redford. So check them out. I have been a part of it, and I have been there. And I tell you, these people have beautiful, beautiful furniture, excellent prices. And when you buy a set, if you mention my name, TJ, just say TJ sent you, you'll get a great discount, and you'll get a 5x8 free rug. Okay, so visit them. Luxury Home Furniture right here in the Detroit metro area. We got new music by Leah Plummer. Leah Plummer is the daughter. Let's see if we can pull a picture up of her before we turn the music on. Leah Plummer is the daughter of Bishop Glenn Plummer, and I've been knowing her for quite some time, since she was just a little knee-high to a duck, I guess I could say. And look at a beautiful picture of her. She's a very, very intelligent woman. You can always find her on Facebook, making comments that are sensible and plausible. And I just appreciate her. I've been knowing her and her family for some time. And people have been telling her for a long time, you need to get a single out. You need to, she's got a beautiful voice. I told her that myself. I said, what are you waiting for? She said, you really think so? I said, yes, get it out there. So we got music by Leah Plummer. Let's see if we can pull that music up. I don't know if we can or not. There we go. Yeah. We're going to listen to that for a few seconds here. Miss Leah Plummer.
From the pulpit to the devil in the pew, I gotta let my head down. Yeah, I'm talking to you, talking to you. I'm very black, get with that. Gotta deal with it, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. I'm getting red, halfway living, make you feel the temperature. If you can't take a little season, what you in the kitchen for? I'm preaching from the pulpit to to the devil in the pew. I gotta lay my head down, talking to you, talking to you. I'm very black, get with that. Gotta deal with it, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. Oh, I'm very black, get with that. Gotta deal with it, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. You look at my skin, and melanin's where it begins. I struggled enough just to be here. My presence already draws fear. Seeing my soul in the mirror, hearing my voice getting bigger, 'cause I'm born free. I speak walk, think, create. Seeing my soul in the mirror, hearing my voice getting bigger, 'cause I'm getting tired of people telling me I'm too loud. They telling me my skin too black, my hair too naughty. I don't give a damn what you think about me. I was born black, and I'm gonna be black until the day I'm very black.
Yeah. Deal with it. Yeah, I'm gonna get into a DJ here. Yeah. All right. That's Miss Leah Plummer coming to you live right here on Facebook. I'm your host, TJ Hemphill, rocking it with my co-host here, Miss Kimmy Komet. And you just heard the brand new single by Miss Leah Plummer, Very Black. Wow.
I like that. Melanin is where it all began.
Yeah,
Okay, I know
very-
that's right.
Go on, Miss Leah, do your thing. And preaching from the pulpit.
Okay, I like that.
Man, what? Listen, I'm predicting that's gonna be one of the hottest songs out this year, and she is going to rocket herself. Right? Leah Plummer currently does background singing for Charlie Wilson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Uncle Charlie.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So he's got one of the best. I don't know how long he's gonna be able to hang on to it, because I'm telling you, that song's gonna put her out there on Apple Music. Just go to it right now, and you can get that single, Miss Leah Plummer. Wow, she is a fantastic person, and I think you are going to enjoy her music for many, many years to come. Beautiful voice. She sings for people like Charlie because she stays on tune.
Mm-hmm.
She don't do too much. She's very unassuming, but her voice is riveting, man. Just beautiful, beautiful voice. And I love what she does. And her mom supports her very well. Miss Karen Plummer.
that.
God bless you, Miss Karen Plummer.
We love that.
And the whole family is really a phenomenal family, So you got to look these guys up. Okay. Miss Leah Plummer doing her thing. Very, very black. I love it. I love it. All right. Listen, one mic with some crazy stuff getting ready to come up. At One Mic, we're doing some things. We're doing a little collaboration, but I want to put in a little spot here for you and let you take a look. Tell me what you think.
Everybody don't get shot in Chicago. I mean, I did, but everybody don't. True story. No, it's a bullet in my leg right now, to this day, right now. Yeah, but it's cool. I know who did it. You know what I'm saying? I do it. I ain't snitch. I ain't that type of dude. But then again, what I look like telling on me, I shot myself, for real. True story. Let me explain. Back in the day, everybody don't get shot in Chicago.
That's Damon Williams. Okay. He's playing at the One Mic venue tomorrow night. Damon Williams, a tremendous what do you call it? Comedian. I'm getting my words a little mixed up here, but
I
comedian.
think he was gonna say comic.
I was gonna say comic,
Yeah.
but anyway, if you make your way down to One Mic, I tell you, it's gonna be a great show. But here's the caveat. Now, you guys know that I do plays and stuff like that. So I'm kind of working on some ideas and some pieces. We may be doing a collaboration with One Mic, where we'll be bringing one of my shows. And we're thinking about Love Won't Let Me Wait. Might be bringing that show to One Mic.
Wow.
And because of that, the word from the promoters is simply this. Hey, TJ, if you mention this particular show tomorrow night, your people can go down there and just say TJ sent you. And I heard about the program on Seasoned and Spicy. And guess what? The tickets are complimentary of one mic
Wow.
and seasoned and spicy. You
Okay,
need to,
we like that.
yeah. So if you want to go spicy, you can go. You don't have to pay anything.
Wow.
Get a chance to check out the venue and check out the comedian Damon Williams. I think you're gonna have a great time.
It's a really good spot, and it's black on, y'all. So y'all better get down there.
Black on. They got some
Yeah.
great leaders and people who are doing some good things. And people, we got to learn to support our own. We got to support them.
Mhm.
And they're downtown. It's a tremendous venue. So again, tomorrow night. This is tomorrow night. If you want to go have a good time on the weekend, go down and check out Damon Williams. The tickets are free. Just mention TJ or mention Seasoned and Spicy. You saw it on here, and you'll have your tickets. Okay, that's all you need to do. Here's a phone number. Let's see if I can pull that phone number out. I had it written down somewhere here. Let me see if I can find it. It was a 313 number. Let me see if I can get it here. Hold on just a moment here while I get organized. 313. Okay. No, that's my number. That's my number here. There's another number, 313-644. Let me pull it up here. And Spicy, you got to have something to say while I'm doing this. Okay.
Oh, my.
Ah.
My bad. I was just a little stunned by the news that you could be collaborating with one mic. That's such an amazing opportunity to have a good
Yes,
stage there.
It is.
So many talented people have had the opportunity to touch that stage, and wow.
Right.
Hold on, I'm just trying to think. I got to get myself ready for the auditions, so I can be in this play.
Okay, look, I got the number for you. 313-644-1223. I'll give it to you again. 313-644-1223. Just call that number. Tell them you heard about the show tomorrow night. Damon Williams is the guest comic or comedian, and you can get your tickets free. They'll set it up for you. They'll have you all together, and you will enjoy a good time. Compliments of Seasoned and Spicy, and of course, one mic. One mic is a great little venue downtown. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that, I should say. So again, you're gonna enjoy yourself. Do you like comedy?
I do. I love comedy.
You do?
It's good for the soul.
Okay, all right. Comedy, good for the soul. You got a joke you can tell us? Or?
I am not a comedian.
I really thought you was like a spontaneous Miss Spicy.
Oh no, I don't have a comedic bone in my body.
But you know what? But you are a singer. You proved that a couple of weeks ago.
You're
ready for her?
that.
You're ready for a new song? You guys ready for a new song? What's the new song? What's the new song?
I don't think I'm.
All right, you know what? I tell you what. Let's do this. The lift every voice and sing. You know a little bit of that because you're a black woman. I know you know that, right? Just a little bit. Just the first line.
I know you lied.
Lift every voice. Did you hear? She said, "I know you lied."
Nick. He went deep with the bass.
No, all right, come on, ready? We'll sing it together, right? Just
Okay.
the first line, right? 1, 2, 3.
Lift every voice and sing
Oh, excuse me, Nick.
till earth and heaven.
Hold on. That rumbling that you heard in the background, that was Nick. He says he's a certified baritone.
Certified baritone.
I love your voice. You should sing more. Maybe Leah Plummer will let you sing background for her.
Maybe so. Background for sure, though.
Leah Plummer, you better look her up. You better look up Spicy. I think she got something here that you might be able to use. You're listening to Seasoned and Spicy here, and we are just having fun here. We just take the news and we try to make it a little spicy for you.
Yeah.
Wow. So anyway, make your way down to one mic. Okay, one mic. All right, let's go to some entertainment news.
All right.
Entertainment news. Man, we got some movies out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these movies are making some noise. I'm sure many of you have seen Tyler Perry's Straw, and there's some other movies that are out. There is a movie entitled, I think it's called Lilo, and is it Lilo or Lilo?
Lilo.
Is it Lilo? Lilo. Oh, see, I don't watch this kind of stuff, okay?
TJ, I know you got kids. This is an old Disney classic.
My kids are old as you. Man, what are you talking about?
Exactly. It came out in the 90s.
Oh, did it really?
Yes.
How did I miss that? I wonder how I missed it. It came out Lilo and Stitch.
Or maybe 2001, maybe.
Oh, see. Oh.
Could have been, but
See,
it was definitely a while ago.
See, I was still in church, and
Okay.
And you know, we weren't always allowed to do certain things, you know. So,
Sir, this is a Disney classic.
a Disney classic, as
It
she says.
is.
Okay, all right. So Lilo and Stitch. Let's see if we got a trailer here. I think. Let me just
Lilo and Stitch.
see. Lilo and Stitch. Where's that? Where's it?
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one. What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Did you hear that laugh? I said, man, this guy. Wait a minute. I looked this up. Lilo and Stitch just crossed the $850 million mark. Gross sale. What?
Second highest grossing of the year.
Okay, tell me this. What makes this particular production, this particular movie so great that all these people, is it just kids watching this or what?
I don't think so. I definitely think my generation probably wanted to see it because, like I said, it's a Disney classic. Yeah.
Your
so,
generation is kind of special. I get it.
Yeah, we embrace our childhood. You know,
that went right over.
Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. But I wasn't gonna let you do us like that. You know, I gotta bring it back. We embrace our childhood, our inner child. You know, because you'll never lose that.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right. Especially in a world today where everybody's in front of the computer, children need to be children.
Exactly. You know, and it had a great message. Ohana means love.
Ohana. And now when you say love, it just means family love.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I like that. It means love. It means love. So y'all, you haters out there, stop hating. Let the love flow through. Go out and watch Lilo and Stitch. I'm gonna get it together. Y'all just pray for me. I'm gonna get it together.
We gonna get them together, y'all. Don't worry. Spicy got it.
Well, that movie is certainly doing some big numbers. We got another movie that's probably gonna do a lot of numbers too. It's one of the new movies on Netflix, and the movie is simply called Plane. This is a new dystopian drama that Netflix is putting out. It's a big hit. I saw it actually a couple nights ago. Let's see if we got a trailer on that one here. The movie Plane.
Together or die alone. We're getting off this island.
Captain Torrance, flight commander. How can I help you? Fugitive extradition. Oh, is he dangerous? What did he do? Homicide 15 years ago. I don't want to scare the rest of the passengers. I'm afraid you're stuck with us, Captain. Get him on board. Let's have a good flight.
All right. That's Plane. You got to see that one. That one's got a lot of drama going on.
And just the casting alone got me.
Yeah.
They got some good cast up in there.
There's a brother. I didn't get his name, but there's a brother on there. I've seen him in movies before.
Luke Cage. That's not his real name, but he played Luke Cage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. He played that role. Wow. Yes.
Wow. Luke Cage.
Yep. And it's on Netflix.
Wow. And what role did he play again?
Luke Cage.
Oh, Luke Cage.
Yeah, and Marvel.
That was in the movie Rival?
No. Marvel. That's
Marvel.
A Marvel.
That's a Marvel movie.
He's a superhero. He got super strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I just been out of circulation for a while, and I missed a lot of good movies. I guess I've never been a big Marvel fan, but I can tell you one thing: that brother. You're talking about the black brother.
Yes,
that brother was outstanding. Outstanding.
Phenomenal actor.
Well, if you want to see a phenomenal black man act, you want to check him out. I mean, I think. He's obviously already a star, but what he brought to the table in this movie, to me, it made the movie. It really did make the movie. The guy who played the captain of the plane, he did a fantastic job as well.
He's a very famous actor too. I just can't think of what he's been in, but he's a phenomenal actor as well.
Yeah. Well, it's a great movie, and it moves in directions that you don't think it's going to go in. You think the whole movie, you think it's kind of about the plane and the problems they're having, but I'm not going to tell you. I want you to go out and watch it on Netflix. Check it out. Plane. That's the name of the movie. We're going to go to a break, and when we come out of this break, we got some more entertainment news. We're going to talk a little bit about R. Kelly and Jennifer Aniston, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and Harvey Weinstein, I think it is. So we'll be right back after this short break.
If you haven't been to Luxury Home Furniture, then you have no idea what you are missing. Gorgeous dining room sets, stylish and exquisite living room sets, chairs, lamps, everything you need to turn your home into that high-fashion magazine look you've always wanted. Turn your bedroom into a nighttime oasis and sleep like a baby on comfortable world-class Serta mattresses. Make your way over to their Madison Heights store on 14 and John R. next to Target. Or if you're in Oak Park, visit our Coolidge store near 8 Mile. For Detroiters, check out Luxury Home Furniture at Greenfield and Warren. Mention my name, TJ, and get a special discount. And when you buy one of their fabulous sets, you'll get a free 5x8 rug to match. Everyone's approved. It's Luxury Home Furniture, the best furniture store in Metro Detroit.
Okay, once again, that's Luxury Home Furniture. You hear me talking about these guys all the time, and it's because they have very, 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 very good furniture and very good prices, and they are concerned about the community. And that's what I like about Cal and his guys, his staff. They just treat you like family. No, they're not black, but they are human beings, and they love what they do, and they share their artistry in terms of furniture. They share that with the community. So make your way over to Luxury Home Furniture. Tell them TJ sent you, and you'll get the discount, the fabulous discount. It's already discounted to a certain degree, but when you mention my name, they'll give you another discount, and you'll pick up a 5x8 rug to go along with your living room set, your dining room set, your bedroom set. Beautiful, beautiful stuff over at Luxury Home Furniture. Look them up. They're in Oak Park, they're in Detroit, they're in Redford, they're in Dearborn Heights, and they're in Madison Heights. Okay, so check them out. Luxury Home Furniture. Okay, we've got so much stuff going on in the entertainment world today, and I just want to tell you that I'm excited about a lot of things, but there are some things that I'm not so excited about. Spicy, I'm telling you that what's happening today is just it's crazy.
You can't make it up.
You can't make it up.
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly, in the hospital, reportedly in the hospital, or hospitalized, that is, after an alleged drug overdose. How does this happen?
What I saw was that the prison staff, they gave him too much of his medication, which is normally for his anxiety and his sleeping, and they gave him too much. My question is, if this is not your normal dosage, why would you take it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just a little bit confused as to if you know that this is like, you normally get 2 pills, but now they're giving you 6 or 7, like, why you even take it if this is out of the ordinary? I'm not sure how they do things in jail, but yeah.
And when you think about and what saddens me is that when I think about the R. Kelly, you're talking about a brother who is so talented in terms of music. I mean, the stuff that he wrote was just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got another music mogul that's on the brink of going to jail. The whole situation with P. Diddy.
Oh yeah, they're actually doing their closing arguments this week. The defense is about to do their closing arguments and settle on their side, which I'm really questioning some things, because now they played a clip this week of Cassie threatening to murder someone who saw one of their tapes, and she's like, "You're playing with my livelihood, and I've never killed anyone, but I'll kill you and he'll kill you." Yeah. So I'm actually questioning where this is going to go.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we all have to really, really think about in terms of young men who are caught up in the music world, who are in the music world, and you become popular, you start making a lot of money. Just like the athletes, you have to be very, very careful in terms of who you're around and what you're doing and whatever, because people are out there and they're ready to take you down.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jennifer Anderson. Let's do that one. Jennifer Anderson, a stalker. This is a guy that was stalking Jennifer Anderson for quite some time and this guy's been deemed mentally incompetent to stand trial. How does that make a woman feel?
Well, this is not the first time. This is actually the second time he's been deemed incompetent to stand trial. Goodness. So it's, I would be a little disheartened by that, because it's like, okay, now we can I think we're blurring the lines here with mental health. Yeah. And it's a little scary because we throw things around so often, like, oh, they have mental problems, or, oh, they're, it's traumatic, or, we're throwing these words around because I think we're hearing this so much.
Yeah.
And I think we need to question now, are some people using this to their advantage? Because what I heard was he looks completely different than when he first got arrested.
Wow. Well, in other news, Cheryl Lee Ralph was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I think that's a big deal.
We love Auntie.
Beautiful actress who's done some wonderful things in Hollywood. And when it comes, I've been to LA many times, and I always like to visit the Walk of Fame, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, because it's a beautiful thing to see. In the sidewalk, you got these stars, you see the names of many of the actors, Cary Grant and the rest of them. But what I really, really love is when I get to Hattie McDaniel's star, the first Black actress to have a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. She won an Academy Award, of course, the first Black person to do that. And for her role in Gone with the Wind. That was back in 1940, a little bit before you were born. But,
I know about Gone with the Wind. I know about Imitation of Life and all that.
Really? Seriously?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
God. You know what?
I'm white.
Okay. All right. Hollywood, you heard it. You heard it first right here on Seasoned and Spicy. Okay. Harvey Weinstein. Is it Weinstein or Weinstein? What's
Weinstein, I think.
Weinstein.
Yeah.
His names kind of get confusing at times. But anyway, he was convicted of a single count of criminal sexual act in his retrial, but he was found not guilty on another count of the same, and no verdict on the rape charge. How do you feel about that?
I was doing some research and I found out that they deemed it not a fair trial because the judge was allowing some testimony that was not necessarily falling under the allegations. So, I just don't know if that was really like something to deem not a fair trial. But I also read that the jurors were quite upset with one another, which is why they got this conviction. Like, a lot of the jurors felt like they were taking Harvey Weinstein's life to heart, like those previous convictions. And then the other ones felt like they were being bullied to change their mind. And honestly, I think we just look at a man, we have the picture pulled up. I just think that the jurors looked at him and said he has cancer, he has high blood pressure and things of that nature, and he already got a conviction. Let's just go easy on him.
Well, that could be the case, but it's sad that all these kinds of things are consistently happening in our country. It's just crazy. All right, listen, I want to go back to the Damon Williams story. Again, this is a comedian who will be at One Mic tomorrow. I want to show you that clip again, and when we come back from that clip, we're going to kind of close things out, with a little sports news, and we're going to talk about Tyler Perry and the issues that he is having. So let's pull up this One Mic. Let's go there right quick.
Not everybody don't get shot in Chicago. I mean, I did, but everybody don't. True story. No, it's a bullet in my leg right now, to this day, right now. Yeah, but it's cool. I know who did it. You know what I'm saying? I do it. I ain't tell. I ain't snitch. I ain't that type of dude. But then again, what I look like telling on me, I shot myself, for real. True story. Let me explain. Back in the day.
Okay, that's Damon Williams, who will be at One Mic on tomorrow night at One Mic venue downtown Detroit. Make sure that you check them out. Again, the number that we have for you to call, because again, we mentioned to you that you can get free tickets, compliments of Seasoned and Spicy, and of course One Mic. You can get some free tickets if you just mention that when you go down there, or you can call the number. And let me get that number up one more time. And that number is 313-644-1223. That's 313-644-1223. So if you want to have a lot of fun tomorrow night with your date, with your husband, your wife, whatever, your cousins, call that number. The tickets are free. When you mention TJ or you mention Seasoned and Spicy, you will get your tickets free. Just tell them you heard it and you saw it right here on our broadcast. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about Mr. Tyler Perry.
Ooh.
Tyler Perry. I'm going to let you go with this one because it's just such a deep thing here.
So Tyler Perry is being accused of sexual harassment by one of his previous actors from The Oval. And he is being sued for $260 million.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
$260 million. Now, some text messages were released, and I may have seen one thing that was a little questionable, which is Tyler Perry sending his picture of himself at a boat with a life jacket on and some swim trunks. And the guy responded, "Nice picture." And Tyler Perry said, "Nice picture. You don't see that stud?" So, but the rest of the text messages were kind of like, we couldn't really tell what they were talking about. It wasn't really anything sexual. I would say maybe like when he was drunk, he was overly texting. So maybe harassment at most, but sexual harassment, I don't really see it.
Well, that's what's happening now. A lot of people are saying that this is kind of an overreach, $260 million for sexual harassment. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot. I don't think no woman has ever been awarded anything of that nature.
That's exorbitant. And I think he's counting on the fact that if Tyler, say, settles this deal out of court, maybe he'll get 5 or 10 million. I don't know. Tyler has plenty of money, but it's I just think it's a shame, and I think it's sad, that unfortunately that Mr. Perry is putting himself in that position. Again, what we say all the time, you just got to be careful. I mean, there are a lot of people who are making a lot of mistakes. We all have made them in our lifetimes. But when you are that rich and when you are that famous, whether you're an athlete, a singer, or whatever the case might be, you certainly are a target.
Absolutely. And now you have one of the highest rated movies out right now. Like, you just never know people's intentions. And speaking of his new movie, Sherry Shepherd is in it, and she's actually under some fire with the public opinion because she commented on how Megan Thee Stallion dresses not too long ago, and now people are calling her out and saying, well, why aren't you calling out Tyler Perry like you called out Megan Thee Stallion? So she's getting called out about some double standards here, and I think it's unfortunate that a lot of times people get dragged into other people's things, even when it's not really their fight. But I think that's why we all also need to learn how to keep our opinions to ourselves sometime.
Well, this whole world of entertainment, it just has so many spokes to it, and it just it makes for good fodder. But anyway, we wish the best for Tyler and for the young man. If the young man certainly was offended and harassed and whatever, I think he deserves some compensation or whatever. We just saw the BET Awards, and there is a lot of stuff about the BET Awards, and the gospel community is very, very upset, or at least a lot of them are, and some of them aren't. And the ones who aren't are generally the ones who are collaborating with certain secular singers, and are they doing it for the money? Are they doing it for the gospel? I don't know. I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge. But when you've got a gospel artist by the name of Glorilla, first of all, if in my day, if a girl was named Glorilla, we went the other way.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You tell me your name's Glorilla, I'm heading for the hills.
I mean, to go from being a pure rap artist to winning a gospel award, I don't know. Again, I think that's one of those things where we're just really blurring those lines.
Blurred. We done blacked out the lines. Listen. Let me tell you what I said. Let me see what this girl's all about, because I had no idea who Glorilla really is. I know who a gorilla is, but not a Glorilla. So I had to check it out. I know you probably know.
She gets the name from her real name. Her real name is Gloria.
Gloria. Oh, Gloria. Gloria. And so where did Rilla comes from?
She just kind of put like a little down south spin on it to make a rap name, I guess.
Anyway, I looked up some of her lyrics and I said, ooh, let me turn this off. This is bad. Man, that stuff was crazy.
Yeah.
But going back to the issue, how can a person like that with the kind of what she represents, and I'm not trying to judge anybody, but I'm just saying, if you are representing yourself in one manner, how can you receive a gospel award? The gospel is about the truth, or it's about the gospel of Christ, the gospel of Jesus. I don't think he was into all the other stuff, but it's not a religious program. I get it. But my point is, a lot of the people in the gospel community are upset. They don't think that she should have gotten it because she really doesn't represent gospel music. I did hear Dietrich Haddon talking about it. This tripped me out. I'm gonna say this. I know I'm gonna probably get in trouble, but Dietrich Haddon went on air and he was talking about that she didn't deserve this and all that kind of stuff, and people. And then later on, he did another interview, and he said, "Look, I'm not trying to judge her. I'm a fan of hers." I'm thinking, well, hold up, brother. How you gonna be a fan of all of that mess and all of that stuff that she says in her regular life and what she? How you gonna be a fan of that?
Well, I think there's a lot of people that live their life
Huh?
in that way. Like
Yeah, but-
everyone is not,
But I'm confused. You come out against the woman saying that she shouldn't have got the award for the gospel because she's really not gospel. She's not in that category. And then you put out a second video that says, I'm not judging you, Glorilla, because I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm in your corner. You're a fan of people or someone who uses explicit language, explicit thoughts, and all that kind of stuff. You can't be. Okay, let me just be quiet because maybe you can help me
I
understand.
think you teetering the line a little bit because our interest.
I thought I was blurring the lines, but I'm teetering the line.
Yeah, you
Okay.
teetering the line a little bit by
teetering.
saying you can't do a certain type of thing.
No, you can do whatever you wanna
because
do.
he likes the music. I think what he was really trying to say was she is not in that category of artistry, and so to me, it's a little bit of a slap in the face to those that are strictly gospel artists, and you're strictly a rap
Exactly.
artist. We're not winning awards in the rap category, but I don't think it has anything to do with liking her music. I think people can like R&B music, rap music, or country music or whatever, and also still serve God wholeheartedly.
Well, I mean, we had different opinions about how you serve God, but and I get that. And I'm not
Mhm.
going to get into all of that, but I'm just simply saying that if you are a preacher, which he is, if you are a preacher and you saying that you're a fan of hers, what you're really saying that you're a fan of the messages that she's putting out there. I mean, let's not we can't fool ourselves about it. That's what at least that's how I look at it. I'm old school, I'm seasoned. Maybe I got it all wrong. I don't know. What do you think? You could have called us many times. You could have commented. Do we have any comments at all? I don't know. But this would be something that I think is going to hang around for quite some time.
Mhm.
This particular message and the things that are going down. Listen, I'm so glad that you guys could join us here tonight on this special Juneteenth anniversary, this date, and we have had such a wonderful time. I always am so pleased to be kicking it with my co-host here, Miss Kimmy Komet.
It's always a fun time, and I love our nice little debates.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's what it's all about. We
Mhm.
debate because we love to debate. When you debate, you get things accomplished. You get understanding.
Absolutely.
You can debate without violence.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I mean,
And agreements and disagreements,
So glad you guys could join us, here on another edition of Seasoned Spicy. We love you so much, and we trust that you will come back and check us out again next Thursday. And pray for your boy, because I was on the course the other day, man. I like golfing,
Of course.
That's my thing,
Of course.
Man, I couldn't hit the sign of a barn. I said, what in the world?
Oh man.
Oh, golfing is so hard. Me and my boy, I ain't going to even mention his name because he'll probably slap me when I see him. But we struggled. We shot over 100. Can you believe that? After 18 holes, we shot over 100.
Wow, you slacking, TJ.
I'm really
you
slacking.
Maybe you need to listen to a little Glorilla to hype you up.
Oh, there we go. Peace.